Hi everyone, happy July. I'm here today to do our very first energy reading for the month ahead. So Allison and I thought it would be fun to bring a video like this to our newsletter community as a thank you for being there with us and something that we can look forward to monthly. I know I always enjoy the monthly forecast readings from my mentors and stuff as well. So I have taken some time. I have my notes and I have gone into meditation, and what I've done is I just pulled forward the energy for the month of July. And I've read into, kind of what to expect, the feelings, and then I'm here just to share it with you. So before we do that, you'll notice that this video is linked to our YouTube channel. So we plan to provide more meditations and all that sort of stuff. So please go ahead and like and subscribe. That would be wonderful, if you feel called to. And let's get into it. So the energy for July, when I first pulled the energy forward, it feels like a really big energy. Like it just came forward really big and blue. So blue is all about the throat chakra. So about communication, speaking your truth, living authentically. So I've written some notes down and I'm just going to go through them to make sure I don't miss anything. But it feels like the energy for July is really going to climax. So it's similar to June in the sense of, it feels like there's going to be a couple events or an event or something that just really fires us up. Because what it was showing me, or what spirit was showing me, was that the energy starts in the root and it just shoots up through the throat chakra. So it hits all the chakras on the way up. It feels very much like a kundalini awakening in the sense of the intense energy that is kind of like moving through all the chakras. So I felt first in the root chakra. So the root chakra is all about like our safety and security, and also really tied to our finances. So it feels like whatever is coming, whatever energy is presented to us as a collective in July might affect our sense of security or our sense of safety with regard to finances. I don't know specifically, obviously, what it is. It's just the energy that I was feeling, but it feels like it's going to kind of throw us off kilter us slightly, and then it's going to move through the sacral chakra really into the solar plexus. I felt a lot of anger in the solar plexus, which is tied to our self-worth and our confidence. It's our power center. So then so it feels like it's just kind of moving up into our heart, which felt in my heart was really heartbreaking. Like there was anxiety and fear and frustration and kind of the energy that we've been feeling for many months every time an event like this happens. But what was different was that it was shooting out my throat chakra. So it feels like it's kind of like we're getting to the breaking point, and that we're just kind of like we've had enough, and it's moving quickly out, and now we're going to speak about it and we're going to be authentic about it. We're going to voice our frustration or voice our concern, voice how we truly feel about whatever energy it is that is coming in July for us. So I just wanted to make sure that whatever is going on in July, it's also creating this mass awakening. So it's getting to the point where we're climaxing and people are starting to come like to awaken. And I just saw like all of these lights being turned on all throughout the world. So that might show up for you as friends or family who you never thought would even be interested in any of this sort of stuff. You might be finding that you're having more aligned conversations with them, or there might be interest or something like that. You might even yourself feel more safe to post about energy online or on social media, or even talk about energy in your regular life and shadow work and like all the healing and stuff like that. So depending on where you are on your journey, we need to show up to support those that are just kind of gonna come to the point of their awakening, because it feels like the energy is coming to a point at the end of July where there's going to be a lot of people coming awakening and having questions and wanting to know more, but also like not understanding their own energy properly. So it's also very important to remember that we show up as support, but also very aligned. So trying not to feed into the fear or the anger or the frustration, but more come from an aligned point space where we can be support to those people who are still coming, at it from a fear-based point. And I'm not saying that we can't voice our, our concern or our frustration. We definitely need to do that, but we need to make sure we're not feeding the energy of the fear of whatever it is or anxiety, whatever it is that's going on within the world in July. And again, I don't know specifically what it is. It could just be a bunch of little things. It could be a couple of bigger events, but whatever it is, we just need to show up, authentically. Try not to feed into the energy of fear, and try to be there for the people who are going to start asking the questions and that are kind of getting their kundalini awakening, in the sense of like they're just one day going to be like, have this higher perspective or be able to tap into their gifts without really realizing what's going on. So we need to help them realize and help them figure out what's happening for them. I pulled a couple of cards for just to support the energy that I was feeling into. The first card I pulled was Strength in the Ancient Oak Spirit. So this card is really about tapping into your inner strength and having that courage and that strength of that old oak tree that just stands so tall and so firm in, a storm or the wind or whatever. And no matter what, it just shows up as strength. It's just the epitome of strength. So tap into the energy of the oak tree in July and just envision yourself fully rooted into the ground, strong and confident. And people will be attracted to your support there. And then I also pulled from the Starseed deck. So you're not for everyone, embrace your weirdness. So this is, let me show that again, sorry. I was really getting the sense that this is the time for us as light workers and starseeds and, people who are intuitive and already kind of in this space, for us to show up and to, be proud and to share and to talk, because you'll find that the more you share about it, the more people you will align with, because you're also calling in your star family. But you have to shine your light in order for your star family to connect with you. Like, how can they find you if they don't know that you're there? So it was really, again, talking and speaking and communicating and sharing about your truth and about your energy and about how you're going to show up to the world, and then you'll attract the people that you're meant to attract within that frequency. So yeah. So that is the energy for July. Hopefully, like, I'm not meant to, scare anybody, but I feel like if I was going to do an energy reading for every month this year, it probably would have been similar, and it's going to be similar, I think, moving forward for the next couple years. We're really in this mass awakening and this mass change, and things need to be shook up so that people start to ask questions and start to really go within to find their truth, instead of finding the answers from outside themselves, because those answers really aren't making sense. So I hope that moving through July, you remember to really just find your center, find the strength of the oak tree, and to align yourself in a frequency of being able to speak and show up authentically, but also remembering not to feed into the fear. And the more you show up authentically, the more people you will attract who are aligned with your frequency. And will show up for you. And also, you'll also, by showing up authentically, be able to show to others that it's safe for them to show up authentically too. So if we're all showing up authentically and in a higher frequency, others will start to do the same. And that's really what we need. So I hope that you guys enjoyed our July reading. Allison will be back to do a reading for August, and let us know if you have any questions. And we have lots going on with Soulstar in the next couple months, so keep your eyes open for another newsletter coming out to announce registration for our Soulstar Intuitive course starting in September. We also have our Akashic Records course starting in September, and our Soul Star Healer course starting in September. So we have lots of ways to help you tap into your own intuition and to be able to go within, and we'll share that more with you soon on that. And we also have our Intuition 101 course coming out very shortly on demand. We're just finalizing a few things and then it'll be available. And that is truly a beginner course meant for anybody who's just really starting to tap in and start to ask those questions. This course will explain everything and really get you from A to B quickly. So we hope that, we hope that you enjoyed this, and we will see you soon. Have a great summer.